Hello, everybody. Welcome to the local pundit. This is your game day build-up. Well, what an exciting day we have for you. Everyone around us has had a loss yesterday, in their games, with both Birmingham and Wickham, getting draws, 0-0 draws, but Stockport, Huddersfield and Leyton Orient all losing, which is great for us. And can we capitalise? Also, on the Mansfield side, with both Burton and Peterborough getting wins last night, can they get out of the danger of the relegation zone and get a win against Wrexham today? All that and more, let's find out in your game day build-up. Well, good morning, everybody. Upper management has spoken and they've decided to do an upgraded game day build-up today, and we're bringing in our special guest, and here she is. Morning, Hip Karma.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody.
Wherever you are.
That's it.
Well, we're trying to get better every week, and this week, new guest. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling well. I am well supplied with decaf tea and caffeine in the form of chocolate. So let's go.
Let's go. Well, straight into it. Here is the lineup for Wrexham. And
changes have been made.
Changes have been made. What do we think of this lineup?
I'm liking the look of it. In fact, we needed some fresh people in there. He is required to keep a certain number, and it gives some arrest for our next game.
Absolutely. I mean, you see AO starting there again in goal, but what we'll do is there is our lineup with obviously AO in, Tom O'Connor in, Longman starting ahead of Barnett, and also Rev getting a start as well.
It's exciting. I think a number of us had discussed that Barnett had been playing a lot this season in the same way that Elliot Lee had last season. So he's due for a break, in fact.
Yeah. He is on the bench with Matty James, and then we have a stacked attacking bench with Mullen on the bench with Fletcher and Marriott.
And I'm interested and excited to see that. I think that makes a statement as far as Parky is concerned about what he's looking for and the intent for the game.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting tonight. I cannot wait. I mean, but what we'll do is we will get Wrexham out of here for now, and we will get ready to show you the lineup for Mansfield Town. And here we go. Okay. And we're going to go through our normal build-up today. We're going to quickly go through this squad. And ladies first, Hip Karma, you get to start. So
Thank you.
You have Flinders.
I do. I don't have him, but I'm looking at Scott Flinders, who is 193 centimetres. So he's a tall boy. That's about 6'4" in old money or US money. Oops, sorry. What did I say there? He has some maturity on him. He's 38, so no more goes at chomp, people. 0 clean sheets, that's notable for this season. 2 goals conceded, so hasn't conceded that many, to be fair. Only 2 matches played, 149 minutes. So is he their second or third, GK, do you think?
I think he might be their third keeper. He's like I think Mansfield, we did have Mansfield guest on yesterday, and he was commenting on their injury run. So I don't think they've been having a great run with injuries, and, we've got to take advantage of that today.
We totally do. Do. Unsurprisingly, this goalkeeper has 0 yellow cards and 0 red cards. I'm stunned.
Yep. Well, next up, we'll keep moving forward. We have their first defender, which is Jordan Bowery. He's 185 centimetres tall. He's 33 years old. has an average FOTMOB rating of 6.67. He's played 30 matches this season in League One and started 19 of them. So he is one of their players that has played a lot of minutes. He's only had one yellow card. So he's just a very safe defender. And he has literally had 4 shots on goal as well, but for no scores. So he hasn't, he probably offset pieces, you would think, being a defender like that. But we will see how he goes tonight. He has been starting a fair bit for them. So who we got up next, Tip Karma?
We have Alfie Kilgore. He is 155 centimetres. So we've gone to the other end of the spectrum.
Ooh.
Not as tall. He's probably actually, I'm 5'9" and 175. So he's probably about 5'3".
Short defender.
He must have some pace on him and some attitude, I'm thinking. He is 26 years old. He's a right footer. He has started 3 games, played 10 matches. Almost all of those, all of his time in those games, 342 minutes. So he played a long time in those games. Only 1 yellow card. That's promising. And rating of 6.49.
Yeah, I mean, none of these ratings are blowing us out of the park yet. And next up, we've got the probably most familiar player to me in terms of being recognisable, Aidan Flint, the big old Viking in defence, who normally marks Ollie Palmer against us, but no Ollie Palmer for him tonight. 189 centimetres tall, Aidan Flint, 35 years old. He has played 23 matches for Mansfield this season, but only started 11. His FOTMOB rating at the moment is his average FOTMOB rating 6.58. So we haven't hit any 7s yet. So we haven't hit any major players, and not surprising considering they've lost I think 5 out of their last 6. He is on 1 yellow card, and he has had 10 shots on goal for no goals. As we get through the defenders, and these guys are normally their shots on goals are normally coming from set pieces or late in the game when they're chasing the game. So that's Aidan Flint for us, and we'll keep moving. Next up, who have you got there, Hip Karma?
I've got Stephen McLaughlin. He is 178 centimetres tall, so he's 5'10". He is 34 years old. He's a lefty. He's had 1 goal, 4 assists. He started 15 games out of 28 matches, so he's played a fair amount of minutes. Oh my goodness, yes, he has. He has a FOTMOB rating of 6.97, the closest we've had to a 7 yet. And interestingly, 5 yellow cards. So it sounds like he's prepared to get in a little bit and have a bit of a go.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. All these players we're mentioning so far on the FOTMOB team sheet are all coming up as defenders. We haven't even hit a midfielder yet. And next up, we've got Callum McDonald, who's listed as a defender as well. A left back normally is his favoured position. 180 centimetres tall, 6 foot in the old money. Average FOTMOB rating of 6.27. Now, here's a fresh guy for Mansfield. He's played 4 matches for them in League One this season, only started 1 of those, has 1 yellow card. So he's only played 128 minutes, which means if he started 1, whether he played that whole match or not, he's probably played at least 60 minutes, you would have thought. So he's only played 60 minutes in the other 3 matches at maximum, and that's without going into a deep dive on him. And he's had 1 shot on goal for no goals in his matches. So it is looking like they're setting up fairly defensively with this squad tonight. But, we'll see, because, obviously being plagued by injuries, these players might be playing out of position.
That's my thought as well. They could indeed be. I'm looking at Louis Reed. I am equal opportunity in how to pronounce that spelling. He is he's 173 centimetres tall, so he's about 5'8". He is 27 years old. He's a right footer. He has played 26 matches and started 25. He has over 2,100 minutes played. So he is clearly one of their regulars. His FOP mob is 6.92, and he's had 5 yellow cards. So I'm unsurprised, given that he is actually a midfielder, that he has 5. Yet another one prepared to get in there. He's primarily a defensive mid, and also plays central mid, but primarily a defensive mid, and given 5 yellow cards, I can believe it.
Well, next up, player who's familiar to us, Keanu Backus, who's actually an Australian. He plays in our national squad, and he's 178 centimetres tall. I know his preferred position is central midfield, but he can also play on a defensive position or on the right. And he has an average. He is one of their better players for sure. Like, this guy is a good player. He plays in our national team. Average FOP rating is 6.9. He has played 26 matches, started 21 of them for Mansfield this season. Had 4 yellow cards, so he's only 1 yellow card off a suspension. But you know, he's one of their mainstays this season. He's had 41 shots on goal this season for 2 goals only, but he can play. Obviously, a lot of this comes down to the fact that they're not getting many goals, is around the fact that the team isn't going so well and being plagued by injury. But yeah, I do like this guy. He's a good player and have watched him play for our country.
Well, then, on his own and at any other game, I'll support him.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Whenever he's not playing us, I'll support him. Cool. I am looking at George Maris at the moment. He is 180 centimetres tall, or 5'11" in the old money. He's 28. He's a lefty. He's primarily an attacking mid. He also plays central mid. He has 1 goal, 1 assist. He's started 11 out of 19 of his matches, played 950 minutes. His FOP mob is 6.57. He's had 2 yellow cards. So I don't think he manages to get in there as much as some of the others, or perhaps with slightly less enthusiasm, shall we say, and a little more.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, moving on, we're into now Kalen Vickers, who is a young 20-year-old and is primarily a striker, can play attacking mid or left wing, but 20 years old, average FOP mob rating 6.54. He's played 4 matches for them in League One this season, started all 4 of those, only had 1 yellow card. So he is definitely part of this injury-plagued squad, getting a start, only having the 4 match starts. He's had 7 shots on goal so far this season, but hasn't been successful yet. So, I mean, he will be up against our quite experienced, O'Connor and Cleworth defence. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fronts up tonight and handles coming up against our defence. Definitely.
And finally, I'm looking at Will Evans. He is 185 centimetres tall, so that's 6'1". He's 27. He's a lefty. He is someone who will be interesting to watch. His primary position is striker. He also plays left wing back, right winger, and left winger. So he can be a danger, but he can be placed anywhere should the need arise. He has 12 goals, 0 assists. He has played 30 matches for them and started 27. He has played over 2,300 minutes and has a 6.84 FOP mob rating. He's on 4 yellow cards, though, so all he needs is to be a naughty boy once, and this is not good. It's not good for him.
No.
Could be very good for us.
I mean, I guess that's the Wrexham. That's the Mansfield lineup, and not looking that experienced. And just quickly, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world, to everybody in the chat. I'm seeing Brian Burton got first in today, which is unusual. So poor old Nick and A to Z EV have not been able to catch Steve Burton, Brian Burton, today. And I'm noticing everybody's chat in here. few people in here. Marie from SoCal, good morning.
Hey, Marie, I hope you're continuing to heal. Let us know how you are.
Me too. John Hill's mentioning Brunt injured or rotated? Rotated, John. This is part of the rotation. So we're definitely starting to give people a rest, which is good. And I will bring our lineup back up as we're talking through this. So, and we're in the black kit today. So, and there is our squad. So, yeah, I mean, that's O'Connor's got to start tonight, and Brunt gets rested. So, yeah, interesting. What do you think of our lineup tonight, Hip Karma?
I actually like the lineup. It has been refreshed, as most of us believed it would be. It's giving some of our key players a chance to take a breath between now and the next match, which isn't that far away, as we know. And I'm really liking that we're seeing Barney get a rest. He has played almost as much as Elliot Lee did last season. And I'm liking that we're seeing Andy Cannon back in, Seb starting, giving him that time on the pitch to just get in and gel. So yep. I think this is the kind of team fielded for us that could be quite fast and dynamic.
I agree. I have to laugh. John is, as Josh would say, John's trolling us again. No, John, I'm not falling into the same trap, paying attention to what you are doing. The facts are the facts. You guys you couldn't get one in the goal against Reading, and congratulations to them on getting a point with you yesterday. And the same goes for Wickham only getting the point. And I mean, this is where we do have to take advantage. And I mean, we're away at One Call Stadium against Nigel Clough's men, and we've got to go out there and get the 3 points.
And they will fight hard. I mean, I expect us to have a scrappy team. They're at a scrappy match. They're at home. They're going to give it their best.
And it looks like there's a little bit of rain around too. I've just brought it up on iFollow. And hello, E. Yeah, I don't know whether we're a power duo, but we're giving it our best shot.
We are. And do not be fooled. The mug is full of decaf tea. I'm only consuming caffeine in the form of chocolate. It's medicinal.
I'm just on the water.
Well done.
Trying to be healthy. But it's
I'm
interesting.
Just trying to be awake.
Yeah, I'm glad to see AO getting a start. I hope he has a good game for his own confidence.
Look, I agree. As you know, as we mentioned in the last live, my thoughts are it could have been that he got a knock on his chin when he hit that post a few games ago, and it threw his confidence and might have, we don't know if it was in any way painful or set him back. But from my perspective, as a coach, not any kind of medical professional, but it's likely and very possible that it could have psychologically set him back as well. Just, as you say, knocked his confidence a bit. And when you are the goalie and flinging yourself about, as you have to do there, to have a slight fear of being near the post is not good. So no. I am encouraged that he's back, and I look forward to seeing him smash it today.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I've got it up on iFollow at the moment, and they're obviously renovating or knocking down the stadium on the far side of the pitch from where the cameras are taking it, obviously from their main grandstand. So at the moment, I'm looking at what is basically an empty stadium. I'm sure this side of the pitch is probably pretty full because it's the only game in League One on today. So I'm sure there'll be the Wrexham fans will have travelled, and but it will be not a huge number with half the side of the pitch getting renovated. So going to be interesting to see that as well. But I mean, getting back to the squad, Longman starting instead of Barney, so it'll be interesting to see with the start tonight how he goes in a majority of the match, and same with Rev on the other side.
Definitely. I'm actually excited to see what they can do. I think we're going to have pace, and I hope there is a more balanced use of both sides, as opposed to an expectation that it's just going to go down one side. So I hope for more balance now, and I don't think that's going to be better for us in terms of attacking, because if they planned for Barney, he's not here. He's not here. You need to revise your tactics.
Yeah, he's on the bench, but Rev has to show something today, or he might not get another start, says Kim. Well, yeah, I mean, look, I think he will get another start. I think Rev, in his first game in the Virtue Cup, he didn't. He made that early mistake, which led to the goal. But since then, he's just been okay. But you know, Parky's got to lean on the squad, so these guys have to play minutes.
Yeah, they do. This is the serious end, and we have said repeatedly, and sometimes somewhat loudly, that he has a squad that he needs to use. We have depth. People are afraid of our depth, and he has reached in this time. So let's see how these guys go. I'm all for getting behind the less regular starters, shall we say. But it's good to see Andy back. It's good to see Andy back in the starting, and Stash. It's good to see. I'm looking forward to it, and I really am hoping that J-Rod gets that goal. He has been so close. He has hit on target multiple times. Just goalies have done their job. Sadly, they've been effective.
Yeah, no, back to the midfield. I'm excited to see Cannon get a start tonight. I mean, Dobbo will obviously play in the middle with Rathbone and Cannon either side. So, but I'm really excited. I mean, Cannon and Rathbone, they are our two most attacking midfielders, in my opinion.
Yes.
So, this is a side that sort of screams, let's go score some goals.
It really does. And from that perspective, I think it's probably just as well that Mansfield has fielded so many defenders in whatever position they end up being in.
Yep. And then Dan Moore saying EOC with the captain's band. So that's a good thing for him, a nice show of his experience and how well he's done for the club to get the captain's band tonight. Yes.
It is nice to see. I wish him luck. It's good to see the experience recognised, frankly.
Yeah, because in the Virtue Jimmy Bag of Donuts, as Josh likes to call it, is Dan Scarr was getting the captain's band as a central centre back, and but in the League One it's been Macca for the season, and now Owen, the other centre back, getting the captain's nod. So, I mean, I'm not too sure who else we could have possibly given it to in this starting lineup. Looking at it, he's probably the obvious choice, to be fair.
I think so. He's an obvious choice. If we're
looking for the lineup, but I'm not seeing anyone else there that screams out to me that would get the captain's band, so... I mean, if Mullen had been starting, he'd be a chance to get it for sure. And even actually, to be fair, if Mark Howard had got the start, the keeper could have got the captain's band, which is rare, but definitely a player. Yeah.
I think next season Dobbo will be a candidate for it. I mean, he was captain of his last team. So
Yep. And would that give him a little bit of Macca vibes and stop him getting yellows? Probably not, but
I agree. He has a level of commitment. He doesn't have the pace that Rath, as Bruce loves to call him, he doesn't have the pace of Rath, but he he is just so dogged. He just will keep going, and
Yep.
I love that about him. He's just he will not stop.
Look at George Williams. Max could have gotten the band. Well, that would have been a big call for the young guy to get, like, such a young player to get the captain's band, and might have felt like, for me personally, if I'm Parky, I wouldn't want to put that much responsibility on the young guy. You know.
No, I mean, if you're looking from that perspective, you could argue that Andy Cannon, given the amount of games he's played for us, could get the band. And with all the respect in the world, at the moment, I don't see him in that role yet.
No, me
He
either.
could grow into it, but not yet.
So, yeah, I'm watching the guys go through the warm-up here now, and the rain is just coming down. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pitch plays tonight. It is definitely a very bleak afternoon in Mansfield.
Oh, I do not envy them that. I do not.
No. So, but, I mean, look, Rathbone, I'm just excited to see Rathbone and Cannon, and just some great serves. The one guy who hasn't got a start tonight, or even on the bench, who I'd like to see come into our lineup very soon and probably will play against Peterborough in the semi-final, is George Evans.
I would have liked to have seen Georgie in this one. I like him, but I think if he's not playing today, he may play in our next match, because I think he did well in his last outing.
And Peterborough did turn around their run of form and did get a win in their game yesterday. So, which was obviously great for them, and not so great for Mansfield, who, up against us today. But nothing's set in stone yet. But I'm just looking through here now. Peterborough, where is their game? They're just there they are. Yeah, they actually had a 1-0 win away over Huddersfield, which was great for us.
I'm fine with that. They can win over Huddersfield, take those points from Huddersfield. At this point, yes.
And Cambridge United had a 2-0 win over Stockport. So I mean, both the teams right below us having losses, because Stockport had the opportunity yesterday to leapfrog us, albeit possibly only temporarily.
Look, I will take those advantageous outcomes for us, but at the end of the day, we have to focus on what we do and do it well. And I think that's what their focus will be on. I did notice a question from Esteban in the chat, and it was a genuine question about him wondering about the significance of being the captain. So would you like to chat to that for a minute and explain it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, obviously the captain has the right to talk to the referee, and that way is less likely to get a yellow card for if he's trying to voice some concern that he's got with maybe a call or something that's gone on. But, I mean, beyond that, like, the only real other thing for it is really a show of respect from the club, or the manager in this case, on who is deserved of that role, I guess.
Look, I agree. From my perspective, as quite apart from the technical advantages, for me it has who is the kind of person who should be the role model for this team, who is leading by example, who will help rally the people on the pitch when it all goes to crap. Really?
No. And I've been very vocal in our shows of, obviously I'm a Dan Scarr fan, but I tip my hat to O'Connell in the last few games. He's played very well. He's provided great service, and he probably deserves to have the slight edge over Dan Scarr at the moment in that centre-back position with the way he's playing.
Yes, and I'm grateful that we have two such strong centre-backs that we have the choice to choose between them at this point. So
Yeah.
From my perspective, the other thing that Owen brings is he is not afraid to communicate.
No.
He is out there being loud. Now, to be fair, I have heard told, and I haven't heard it, that that he can get a little savage in his conversation. That doesn't really surprise me because it is out happening in real time, and this is a competitive sport, and they are competing.
Yeah.
As long as everybody is okay afterwards.
I'm actually now they've just got a video shot from the other side, and I can see the stadium now, and there is a lot of Wrexham fans that have made the journey. I'm just seeing a sea of red there in the stand. What would be, well, the left-hand end as we look at it on the screen. So the supporters have definitely come in force today to help, hopefully help us get the win.
Well, I look forward to hearing their voice.
Yep. And they're just showing some Mansfield supporters there now, and one of them sitting there definitely getting their coffee or a hot beverage, whatever that may be. I guess it's the UK. It could be Bovril, couldn't it?
It could be Bovril in the UK. They can keep the Bovril.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So no, I mean, look, it's just a fantastic. I mean, it's just fantastic to see us at this part of the season be in this position. In my opinion, there's such a long way to go, but I mean, we're right there. I mean, it's a big match today. It's you got to go away on a Sunday and get the 3 points. And we've won our last 2 away matches. Can we make it a hat trick?
I'm hopeful. I really am. As I said, I expect them to be scrappy. I do believe that we will come out of this with a win. I would like for more than a couple of goals. Frankly, it would be good if we could be like 2-0 or 3-1. I would be really happy with that. What about you?
Wouldn't you love to just get a comfortable win? It's very un-Wrexham-like.
It would be so nice. Yeah. Another comfortable win would be so nice. I mean, last time we had one, it was like, oh, thank you. I can breathe.
And Vincente, hello, another member. And guys, don't forget, I'm going to do Hip Karma's line here. Like and subscribe.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah, Vincente, love O'Connor, but missing Brunt. Yeah. I mean, Brunt's been excellent, but honestly, he's getting rested tonight. Yeah. Which is great that we can do that. Like, so you'll probably see Dan Scarr, Brunt, probably Max again against Peterborough, but maybe not. I mean, Max might get a rest.
Max might. I will say that if he did, I would be surprised. I would be surprised. I'm not saying that it's not well deserved, but I would be surprised if they rested Max. I am less surprised when the centre back and the other side gets swapped out. Genuinely.
And good morning to you too, Ruth H. Hip Karma and I. Literally, I set my alarm for. I tried to get some sleep. I set my alarm for 11:35 p.m. The alarm went off. I get up, check the Discord. Hip Karma's in there. Ken, I'm awake. We're both getting ourselves ready, doing all the things we need to do. But very interesting. And I see Goofy Splat has picked a Smith double and a Rathbone goal for a 3-1 win for us. And here he is. Aaron has got Brandon at I'm not sure, I think it was a wrestling tournament he might have been at today. He had something on with Brandon, and good luck. I hope he goes well. But Aaron's confident we should win this game, and he's hoping that the weather doesn't act as an equaliser for us in this game.
And the women's game postponed for a waterlogged pitch. Well, I hope that the upside of that is that Bruce can participate fully in extra time.
Perfect. That would be perfect. And
we'll be asleep.
Yeah, we will be asleep. This is the start of your somewhere between 4 and 5 hours worth of TLP viewing with the game day build-up. Josh is no doubt in hair and makeup right now getting ready for the watch-along. And then straight after that will be Extra Time, who the lineup for that is yet to be determined because both Paddy and Aaron put in their leave pass for today.
Well, see how it goes. I can assure you, as much as I love Wrexham, I have work later today. It is 1:40 in the morning on a Monday morning for me. So I will watch the match and then I will go back to bed and try and get at least another 2 hours.
Yeah, and I've got a big
Before I
day.
have to present myself.
I'm the same as you have come. I have a big day today now. Obviously you're an hour ahead of me, but yeah, now 20 to 1 in the morning for me, 20 to 2 for you. But I'm sure Josh will do extra time, and that is your chance, everybody, to call in, give your thoughts. You know, hopefully Bruce jumps in again. John might even jump in and tell us how how Birmingham are now down in the dumps and might not make the playoffs.
I hope you're having a great day, John. So, Chris, were we told why Macca isn't on the pitch? Not formally. We haven't been formally advised why Macca isn't on the pitch. However, local sources have said that it's probably a required medical rest as a result of a small happening on the medical side. More information in the Discord. Happy for you to go and check that. Or if our local connection is looking on their phone, they may share that with you.
Yep. And well, look, and Hip Calm, it's up to you whether you want to share this or not. Esteban's asking what's our work. I'm actually, I own a real estate agency with my sister, and we have 2 properties going live later today. So I will be busy getting those up and running. But yeah, so
nice. I work a couple of things. I am, as you guys are aware, a coach for change management and a change coach. The other thing I do is I work in the P3M space, and I'm actually moving jobs in that, in fact, in the next month. So I will be moving more over into the risk side of the P3M space. So I've been in project management for 15, 17 years now. Anyway, so yes, and I do that as well, but I care about people, which is why I do the coaching.
Yep. And Aaron having very little sympathy for us. Come on, you Aussies, you can sleep when you're dead. Silver lining, Bruce, obviously, being able to come and do extra time. We're counting on you, Bruce. And John Merrill having a wonderful day. By the way, Ken, 2 more wins and we're probably mathematically confirmed in the playoffs. Yeah, but the problem is, John, you've only got 16 games to get those 2 wins. You know, can you win 2 out of 16?
Oh, the pressure, John.
And anybody that thinks I'm being serious, I am not. It's tongue in cheek. I fully expect Birmingham to win the flag, and I do actually, one of those 2 wins, I would love them to do it against Wickham next week. That would be perfect.
That would be really nice. Yes, I would be really grateful for a win against Wickham, John. See what you can do, please. And Webby, if Webby's on.
Yep. And Brian Burton asked, why do we need 3 strikers on the bench? Well, my opinion on this, because, I don't think we do, but I think it's great that we have them there. I think probably Parky is hoping, yes, it could be like Bruce has said, if we have to chase the game, we've got 3 strikers there. But I actually think in Parky's mind, he's probably thinking, hopefully we've got the game sewn up and he can give Mulls some minutes.
I think that's a really good interpretation, in fact. So I think that's a good hedging of his bets. I think it's a good hedging of his bets. And for me, it makes a positive statement. Mulls is back on the bench. So I am taking that as a positive commitment. And also, as Bruce said, it's a more attack-minded lineup. And he will pick the striker he wants for the impact that he wants to create. So he's expecting it.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Esteban.
Yeah, thanks, Esteban. And I don't know about you, Hip Karma, but my Welsh is absolutely terrible. I know no Welsh. How's your Welsh?
I know acronyms. Being
Okay.
in the PM space for years. COYR. Come on, you Reds.
Come on, you Reds.
I don't know what UTST is though. It sounds painful, Kent.
It does, yeah, but I was thinking it might have been up the town, but it's up the ST. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. Webby, Webby's in the house too. Another Blues fan.
Webby. Oh, Webby. Now, come on.
Webby, I think you're going to be absolutely fine.
Yes.
Actually, on Birmingham, they're going to be sitting very quietly this week, watching and enjoying us versus Peterborough in the midweek game to see who beats them at Wembley.
True.
In the Virtue Cup.
Oh, Kent. The S is for shagging. Up the shagging.
Okay. The sheep. Yeah, the sheep. Yeah, okay.
I love it, Kent. Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Oh, John, I thought you guys were already through. John's saying we're playing the same night. I thought you guys were already through to the final. Oh, you're playing a League One game that night. Yes, of course. You are too. You're right, John. You do have a midweek game. And they will be up and running then. And I'm not too sure. I'm just going through and looking at it now. Oh, yeah, you're at home to Leighton Orient. So who beat us, but then had a loss yesterday. So that is very interesting. We've only got a few more minutes here. And then we're going to cross to our beloved leader, our fearless leader, Josh, who's going to do the watch along. What are you hoping to see tonight, Hip Karma? What do you want to see?
From a team perspective, I would really, as I said earlier, I would really like us to win comfortably. It would be nice to just be at least 2 goals up by halftime. Look, a person can dream. It doesn't cost anything to dream. From an individual player perspective, I'm really looking forward to J-Rod getting his first goal. I am confident that it will come soon. Despite predictions of a Smith double, I would really like J-Rod to get a goal. I would like for Seb to get more confidence and to play well, for him to make the mark that he's looking to play. I'm confident that Longman will do well in his role. And I'm just looking for more cohesion, ideally more moving of the ball on the ground with confidence and ease, and a little less, as seemed to happen, a little more reversion last match into kicking the ball long. Just because Mark Howard did an amazing thing that Smithy picked up on does not mean that we need to do it every time. He won't pick every one of them, guys. I'm just saying. That's it. That's as close as I get to a rant at this point.
At 10 to 2 in the morning.
At 10 to 2 in the morning. 2 pieces of chocolate down. She's had caffeine. Look out.
But we're not whinging about getting up early, Hip Karma. This is just what we do.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We love our team. We're getting up and doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you. I really do want to see J-Rod get his first goal for Wrexham today. I think that would be fantastic. I am expecting us to have more possession because Mansfield, I think, will play fairly defensive. And I think that, I'd love to see great movement of the ball, like on both sides of the park, as well as some through the middle even today. I wouldn't be surprised to see Cannon continue his scoring ways tonight once they get the taste. But, I mean, look, I think we've done well. Hip Karma, how do you feel this morning? You're happy with happy with how we went?
I am. I'm happy with it.
I think we did pretty well. This game day build-up is an evolution. We're trying to get the formula just right, and I think we're pretty close now, guys. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to throw them in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Get in there, enjoy. But I guess we might sign off for now because Josh is going to get ready to go live. So come on, Wrexham, let's get a good win. I'm predicting 3-0. What are you want to give us a prediction here, Karma, or not?
I'll go 3-1.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to put that much pressure on AO his first match back.
Okay. Fair enough.
I do expect a clean sheet out of him his first match back, as long as he's given it a good shot. Because, to be fair, sometimes something you cannot get can go past. So,
absolutely. You done?
I just want I just want a few good goals. People
Excellent.
please.
Me too. Dave, thanks for a great show at Stupid O'Clock, as Josh says. Absolutely. Look, come on, Wrexham. Now, don't forget, guys, jump on over, watch Josh on the watch along, and then Wrexham time afterwards on that bombshell. Let's go, Wrexham.